Wearing the same clothes multiple times before washing them is perfectly reasonable. In North America there has long been a stigma that if you wear the same article of clothing twice without a wash it's considered gross or unhygienic and people will judge you for it. This is ridiculous and pretty much a ploy of the fashion industry to wear your clothes out way faster. Washing machines and dryers are harsh on clothes and the number of washes they go through is usually the limiting factor of longevity of the clothing. Don't get me wrong, if your clothes are visibly soiled or smell, please wash that shit before wearing it again. Underwear, sweaty workout clothes, smelly socks, wash that shit. But a t-shirt you wore for a few hours one evening and didn't even sweat in? A pair of pants you had on one day? The only reason to wash it is to conform to societal pressures that people will judge you as unhygienic/slob if they see you wearing the same thing twice in a row. I usually start a previously worn but not dirty area. I keep clothes so I can rewear them before washing and alternate with other clothes in between to avoid the judgmental folks by not wearing the same thing twice in a row. Let's be real, if a piece of clothing doesn't smell and isn't visibly dirty nobody is going to know if you've worn it already without washing it. I commonly wear t-shirts for 2 days, sweaters, with a shirt underneath to insulate from sweat/skin oil, for at least 7 to 10 days and pants for at least 7 to 10 days before washing them. Feels good to not waste money on water, electricity, detergent, and rebuying clothes all the time. I will wear the same piece of clothing 2 to 3 times before washing. I think it's unnecessary to immediately wash something if you only wear it for a few hours. As long as they don't smell, or are visibly dirty, it is fine. I wear my pants for a few days in a row. Unless you're a sweaty fucker like me. Gotta wash everything all the time. Edit, I appreciate all the advice about how to sweat less/not stink. I don't usually stink unless it's super hot outside and even then I try to do a quick wash in the bathroom. I wear a lot of deodorant, change clothes, try not to move etc. I appreciate the advice though. To all the people telling me to use undershirts, I don't because I'm super hot all the time. When I'm healthy my body temp is about 97. Sometimes it's 96 so I'm hot all of the time. I'm comfortable in the snow with shorts and a t-shirt. Come summertime, I pretty much am hot even indoors. It's just too uncomfortable to wear any unnecessary layers. I've even started wearing sandals so I don't need socks. I don't think this is an unpopular opinion. Most people do this. Why don't you just hang your clothes, that are still relatively clean, back up, change the next day, and then wear different clothes so people don't say anything? If the ass of the pants smells bad then it's time to wash. If not then you're good to go. I learned in an etiquette class the only thing you should be washing after every use is socks, underwear, and t-shirts. Jeans are good for up to 3 to 4 days, jackets are several weeks, dress shirts are up to a week I believe with an undershirt. I'd say it really just depends on how much the individual smells. Everybody does that. That's what the chair is for. Jeans. My hubby won't wear anything twice, and needs to shower every day sometimes twice. Except jeans, in fact he scolded me for washing my jeans too often. Apparently you aren't supposed to wash jeans unless they really need it. Anyway, I often wear things a few times. I'm a mom of 3 and we don't have a ton of money. If we do have extra I don't spend it on me. As a result I have maybe 4 to 5 shirts that I wear, so yeah. Obviously if you're sweaty then wash it. If you're out at the park rolling in the mud, wash it. If you're doing normal day-to-day things then why? All it's doing is wearing out the shirt. Underwear should be changed. It's weird. I will say that my hubby and son seem prone to being sweaty, so it makes sense that they don't repeat clothing. That's basically the norm in Europe. Unless my jeans are visibly dirty, I'll wear them for a month or more because it's a waste of water and washing them too often runs the dye. The only thing that needs to be changed daily is socks and underwear. Welp, I haven't seen anyone for 3 weeks. So, there is something to be said about taking this too far, though. It can be hard to tell if you smell sometimes. You are blind to it. If you wait until you notice your own smell, it is far too late. I think 3 days without washing is probably the limit for most. I'm flabbergasted that this is the supposed norm in North America. I'm from Central Europe and nobody bats an eye if you wear the same clothes more than once, especially the things that have little contact with your sweaty parts, like jeans, or hoodies, sweaters, jackets, etc. Wash it when it smells or when it's dirty. Also t-shirts, for example. If wear them, then just let them rest in a ventilating position, and then you get at least 3 wears out of them before they need washing, provided you wash yourself regularly and use deodorant. There is a study about cotton materials. They have a tendency to clean themselves. Of course, that doesn't mean that you don't need to wash them, just that you can wear a pair of pants a few times before washing. I don't wash clothes often. I wear multiple outfits every day. I have some clothes that are meant for school and other for dressing up. My clothes stay clean after wearing them, so what's the point of washing them every day? Same, unless it stinks. I'll wear the same pair of pants for a week straight as long as they're not dirty. Pants don't tend to get smelly, especially in cooler weather. I have 3 pairs I wear for work that I just cycle out. Same goes for jeans. Shirts, hoodies, and sweaters, if they're over top of something else, are fine to go a few rounds. T-shirts, socks, and undershirts, not so much, couple days max before they get tossed in the hamper. Underwear, listen to your mom. You really shouldn't wash clothing too much though, as it does wear them out faster. Putting them in the dryer, while convenient, definitely speeds up the process. Especially with the cheap, thin fabrics used in a lot of mass market clothes these days, I hang a lot of my stuff out to dry come the nicer weather. Makes everything smell fresh, does less damage, and doesn't cost a dime. If it still smells like Tide, let it ride. This isn't an unpopular opinion at all. People just won't admit to it. I also don't shower every day, sue me. My parents are African, so growing up I didn't know that was a thing until one day in middle school. It made me pissed. I never did this until I met my husband. I can't believe I was doing it wrong all those years. This is definitely something I felt living in the United States. When I moved to Germany, I remember being shocked when a friend wore something twice without washing it. Now I'm a wash as needed kind of person. It's better for the clothes and the environment. Except if you're like me and you sweat easily and often have mud butt. I don't think this is unpopular at all. The stigma is wearing the same clothes multiple times in a row without washing them. I don't know anyone who only wears stuff once before washing. Other than underwear and socks, of course. I sweat a lot, so I do regularly only wear shirts one time, along with undergarments. But pants and shorts I wear multiple times unless I get something on it. Socks and underwear are really the only clothes that should be washed after every use, just because of the nature of the body area they cover.